Here's how to build your backend using Xano with VS Code and Copilot. First, install the Xano MCP server from the install link in our documentation. Next, install the XanoScript Language Server extension from the VS Code Marketplace. This gives you proper syntax highlighting while you work. Then, install the Xano CLI globally using npm. Once that's installed, authenticate with your Xano account. If you're self-hosted or working in another environment, include the URL when you authenticate. After that, choose the Xano instance and workspace you want to work in. If you're starting a brand new project, you can skip selecting a workspace during authentication. Create a local folder for your project. This is also a good time to initialize a Git repository if you plan to use version control. Create a new workspace. Whether you're starting fresh or picking up an ongoing project, you'll need to pull your workspace files to your local directory. Now we're ready to have Copilot build a backend for us. I'll prompt it with, "Build me a backend for a corporate fleet management API that tracks vehicle maintenance schedules and mileage reports." Copilot is using the Xano Developer MCP to write and validate XanoScript as it builds. And it's done. Next, let's push this to our Xano sandbox so we can validate everything before promoting it to production. In the sandbox, we can run the business logic and see exactly what the result looks like. Once we're happy with it, we'll publish our changes to a new branch in the workspace, then set that branch live to power our production environment. Now, let's make a quick change. Back in VS Code, I'll ask Copilot to create a new scheduled task that sends alerts for vehicles approaching their service mileage. Then, I'll push those changes to the sandbox. Back in the sandbox, everything looks good, so let's publish this to a new branch and set that one live. One of the really cool things about this workflow is that we're already using a tool that's great at building front ends. So, once the backend is ready, we can ask Copilot to build the front end too, and it already has the full context of our APIs and business logic. And here it is, a front end using the Xano backend we just built, all created with Copilot and VS Code using the Xano Developer MCP and CLI. Ready to get started?